Hi, welcome to Child at Heart today. My name is Gift Oyin. Today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you what you can do as a school owner to keep and retain your teachers. In the past two videos that I made, I talked about why teachers leave schools. And I'm sure that as a school owner, as a school management, you don't want a situation where you put all the time and all the effort to recruit teachers, and then in the middle of the term they go off on you, or they put in their resignation for one reason or another, some you cannot explain. Most of the time it is the fault of the school, because the school do not have the capacity to retain and absorb those teachers, and then when they do not know what to do, or they do not know where to go from the left or the right, they feel that leaving the school system is the best option. So in the past videos that I made, you can watch and see what you can do to avoid teachers leaving your school. But in this particular video, I'm going to be sharing with you specific things that you must put in place to ensure that teachers are kept. These things, when you actually follow them religiously, believe you me, as someone that's been in the system, you would have more teachers stay with you than the ones that are leaving. So I'm going to jump right into it. And if you're seeing this video for the first time, I want to say welcome to Child at Heart. And if you're a returning subscriber, I want to say thank you very much for returning. And please share this video with everyone that is concerned, to all school lovers, to all children lovers, and to everyone that has one thing or another to do with children. It would help them. Welcome back. The first point I'm going to be sharing with you today is set up a system and a structure that works. For me, a system and structure has to do with the people and the policy. The people, I mean the people that will drive the process, and the policy has to do with the code of conduct, the appraisal policy, the welfare policy, the promotion policy, everything that will make your school be a school of standard, everything that detects what happens within the school, the rules and regulations of the school, is what is contained in the policy. So your school should have the policy in place. The policy should have welfare package in it. The policy should have a very good disciplinary measure in it for people that flout the policy. And please, nobody should be above this policy, not even the management staff, not even the owner of the school. There should be something that controls everything that happens, activities that happen within the school system. The policy of a school handles that. So in the policy, there should be promotion policy, there should be places for appraisals at different occasions. When the policy is put in place and the people are put in place and they know what to do, the system and the structure is set. Believe you me, nobody wants to work in a system that doesn't have a control of what they are doing. There is no systematic way of doing things. There is no consequences for flouting those policies. People always want to work in a system that everything works. Everything is controlled the way it's meant to be controlled. Everything is systematic. Everyone knows what to do at every point in time. When the system and the structure of your school is what it should be, teachers will stay. Teachers will even see themselves being modified or being streamlined into the people they want to be, because the system is working. That leads me to the next point. Be specific on the roles and responsibilities that you give teachers. This is a very sensitive area and very important. Upon employment, while you're discussing salaries, while you're discussing the roles and responsibilities of a teacher upon employment, please ensure that both of you are on the same page. Everything that you expect of the teacher to do while they are delivering their job should be written, so that when the teacher signs the contracts, the teacher is aware of my roles and my responsibility. This is my position as a class teacher, or this is my position as an administrator, or this is my position as a supervisor. I'm supposed to be a supervisor while I teach a class. I'm supposed to be a coordinator while I teach a class, or I'm just the coordinator, or I'm just the supervisor. Please, as much as possible, do not make assumptions when you are employing these teachers. Do not try to take advantage of probably someone's passion or someone's loyalty because they are seeking employment with your organization. Be very, very clear. Be specific on the roles and responsibilities that you expect of them and that they expect of you, so that both of you are on the same page. We've seen situations where teachers are employed, and while they're delivering their job, while they're at it, they are given another role or another responsibility which wasn't even envisaged. I'm not saying that teachers cannot take up extra responsibility, but those extra responsibilities should be taken up willingly. They should be on the know. Responsibilities that will put the teacher in a situation where they cannot deliver excellence or where they are overwhelmed. A teacher is given an extra responsibility because the one that they have been handling, they've really excelled in it. They've delivered excellently on those ones. And when a teacher is given an extra responsibility or outside what is in their contract, please ensure that there are benefits for those extra responsibilities, and they have the capacity. Most times we'll see that teachers are on the same page with their employers when at every point in time where extra responsibilities is handed over to them, they are being called upon, they are told, and they willingly accept it. Most times excitedly. But when you see that the teacher is not willing to accept an extra responsibility because of one reason or another, or because the teacher is saying, I haven't been able to be very good, I've not delivered excellently in this one that I am doing, I might not be able to take it up, and then you're telling the teacher that you have to, you're kind of compelling the teacher, or you're imposing the teacher, or sometimes it sounds like you're intimidating the teacher to take on those responsibilities. It doesn't speak well. It doesn't show that both of you are on the same page. As much as possible, please show respect and be on the same page with this teacher, so that upon employment, if there will be clauses or situations where the teacher might need to take up responsibilities, they should know, and there should be benefits attached to it. And those responsibilities should be taken up willingly and excitedly, and the teacher should be aware. When that is done, teachers will not leave your system. Teachers will know that you want them to grow and you want the best for them. There won't be confusion. That leads me to the next point, which is consistent feedback forums. Provide feedback forums for teachers. Feedback forums, I mean, there should be fortnightly or weekly feedback forums where teachers can give feedbacks of how the job is going, what is going on with them, how they are coping, challenges they are having with management. And when you have to have a one-on-one session with management concerning a particular child in your class or concerning a particular issue, it should be provided for teachers. There should be that rapport, that close rapport between teachers and management. It bridges the gap. It makes teachers know that you understand what is going on. It will also give you room and insight to what is happening in their individual classes as management, so that you can have an overall check or overall insight to what is happening in your school, so that you can know where to help, where to come in, what to do. You can also know the areas to concentrate on. When teachers feel that they are part of the system, when teachers feel that they are heard and their job is made easy, and whatever challenge that they're encountering as they are working in the school, as they're interacting with teachers, as they're delivering, they will stay. No matter how challenging the job is, no matter how demanding it is, teachers need that closure with management. They need to know that someone is backing them up. They need to have that backup to be able to do their job excellently. The feedback forums will also give teachers a room to do their job confidently. This is aside the newsletters that they submit weekly. This is aside the reports that supervisors or line managers submit weekly. This has to do with a general meeting. This is a general meeting where you have everyone air their view. Teachers give their feedback without the fear of any consequence, as long as they give that feedback constructively and you receive it constructively. Not a time to play, not a time to joke, but teachers feel free to be able to ask questions, to air out whatever it is that their challenges might be. Feedback forums should be free and fair. When teachers have such atmosphere or have such opportunities to be able to relate with management or to tender whatever challenges that they might be encountering, or the atmosphere of their work, probably they are having challenges with their colleague or they are heard, they are going to stay. they would find your school a conducive environment to stay. That leads me to the next point, which is consistent trainings and reward systems or reward ceremonies. Like I said in my past video, no teacher wants to be redundant in any school. No employee wants to be redundant in any organization. So as teachers have come into your school to spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years in your school, for them to have accepted to be employed or for them to have taken up that role, that responsibility to work in your school, it means they've given their life and their time to you to help them manage it. What are you going to do with them? Are you not going to give them opportunities to thrive in their career? Are you not going to give them opportunities to embark on trainings and tours that will help them improve themselves and become better? Are you not going to help them to become global citizens in their area of specialty? Some teachers have started businesses while teaching. Some teachers have become best virtual assistants. Some teachers have become one thing or another. In your school, as teachers come in to work with you, please give them opportunity to also find interest in other areas that will not interfere with their job. As long as whatever it is they are doing do not interfere with their job, they will stay with you. So please encourage teachers to go on trainings. Some of the trainings, let the school pay part of the money. Some of these trainings that involve payments, the school can take up 50% of the payment package while the teacher takes up the other 50%. In situations where you can take up the full percentage of the training, please do, and let the teachers be aware of what you're doing for them. Let them see the relevance. In some countries, it could be Africa, it could be outside Africa, or even in our home country, Nigeria, there are teachers that are not already comfortable. They need extra source of income. They want to try different things. Why can't they do it when they are working with you in your school? Do not be the employer that shuts down every part of your teacher's life just because they are working with you. Find out their interests. Upon employment, look at their CVs and find out their hobbies. And from time to time, probably during appraisals or during a one-on-one session, ask them, what are you doing about your hobby? You love to write. Do you know that there are opportunities for you to write and make extra income? What are you doing concerning your photography interests? Do you know you can open a photography store, or you can even start learning more about photography? What are you doing about this career, baking career, and all of that? I've worked in an organization where teachers have different things that they are interested in. Some are tailors, some are into printing and design. And when they become excellent in those areas, the school can even patronize them or ask them to become vendors when there are events. So when a teacher sees herself or himself thriving in their career, not just in teaching, but in other ventures of interest in your school, they will stick to you as long as it takes. So please, as much as possible, more embrace these teachers, allow them to thrive. Let them know that you're interested in what they're interested in. Let them know that you want them to grow and improve in their career. When you do that, it's one major thing that will make teachers to stay with you. Be forever grateful to you for even supporting them in their career, supporting them in that skill that they have interest in, that they haven't shut down on life or shut down in every area of their life because they are working in your school. That leads me to the last point I'm going to be sharing with you today, which is be professional. Teachers are not your family members. I know that sometimes there are teachers that come in with so much enthusiasm, so much passion, and they want to give their best. They want to be everywhere. However, as an employer, do not be sentimental about your staff. Do not attach sentiments with your teachers. Do not play into that game of being emotional. Be professional. Professionalism is what draws the line between you and teachers. What draws the line of excellence, draws the line of contentment, draws the line of different things. It's the how professional that you are with a teacher that will determine if they will stay or they will not stay. People have different notions about being professional, but as an employer, I know you want teachers to come in, to take your job as their own, to even handle the job as if they are the owners of your school. But please, they are not the owners of your school. They are not your family member. A family member, you expect a family member to work without being productive. Even if they are productive or they're not productive, they just relax. Their family members. A family member will not take your job as seriously as someone that is not a family member will take it. No matter how you try to look at it, sentiments must come into play when you have that mindset that your teachers are your family member, or you treat them as such. Draw the line. Know where to draw the line. There should be boundaries. Your teachers should not go out on a date with you without you making it an official outing. Allow your teachers to have their free time. Teachers should not work beyond the scheduled time. And if they do, or you call them in during weekends, you should be able to pay them. When you're professional with your teachers and they see it, they see they're professional with the management staff, you don't spare anyone that flouts the rules of the organization, you don't play into anyone's hanky-panky, you don't indulge idleness or gossip, you are always professional, you always go back to the policy. For every action, for everything anybody does, always go back to policy. Always refer them to the policy. Do not make your judgment based on hearsay or someone else said. Go back to policy. So professionalism has a lot to do with your relationship with your staff, with your employees, the teaching staff, the non-teaching staff. Always bring the policy forward, so that when situations bring up themselves or something happens or there's a complaint, you refer them to the policy. Consistent referral or consistently referring teachers or staff or management to the policy will give them that idea that it is not you that is running the school, it is the policy that is running the school. It is not the people that are just the only ones running the school, it is the code of conduct that is running the system. That way, it will help you control excesses. It will help everyone be in line and they will not flout the rules. Everyone will want to follow protocol. Everyone will want the system to work. And guess what? People love to work in a professional system. People love a system where they come into the system, they become better people, because a lot of people are coming from different backgrounds where they do not know their left from their right, they don't know what to do. They even feel that they know what to do, but they need a structure that will put them in place or will streamline them into doing those things that they know how to do best. That will bring out the best in them, if you want to put it that way. And that is a system where professionalism plays a major role. I'm sure with all of this that I've shared, you would sit back with your management or go back to the drawing board, sincerely look into the areas where you feel you haven't truly done what should have been done to ensure that teachers stay, to ensure that teacher turnover is consistent. Please share this video with your friends, share this video with teacher platforms or school owners that you may know, people that will want to know how to retain their staff or how to retain teachers. This is just a few tips on what you can do to help yourself, to help your system become stable. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.